And I can tell you I was hooked when I heard that sound. Tell us the story, Big D. What happened?
Well, we were away, my listener will remember that we were away on holidays in November last year, and we went down to the beautiful Port Stephens, and we spent a couple of days down there just relaxing. And one night, Tracy let me go out and have a quiet drink with her, and we went and we caught a courtesy bus down to the Soldiers Point RSL, I think it was called.
It was, mm-hmm.
And we're sitting there and just having a drink and watching this guy perform, and I thought, geez, this guy can play a guitar, he's entertaining, fantastic. And then I went over and had a look at his CD, I thought, I know this guy, I've played his music before on the radio station. So went over and introduced ourselves and told a little bit about it, and so we're going to get him on for a chat because he's got a fantastic album and he's done some terrific stuff. And he joins us on the line, Rob Wilson. How are you, Rob?
G'day, good. How are you?
Very well, thanks. You must get stories like that all the time, eh?
Well, no, not all the time. It's nice to hear. That's good, thanks.
Well, I can tell you because we weren't, literally we're on holidays and just pulled into a place, and that's where you find a lot of the best music, isn't it? When you're just travelling around and all of a sudden something catches. Well, you caught our ear, that's for sure.
Well, that's good, thanks.
Now, we just played that one there, Hooked Like a Big One. That's not from a personal history, is it?
I won't confirm or deny that.
Wow.
No, it's just it's one of those little stories that happen and they're interesting. Yeah. Had some fun with that one.
So how long have you been plying your trade, Rob?
Look, I just worked it out actually recently, and I worked out that this August it'll be 30 years full-time music, and so that's quite a while I've been plugging away.
So you got some nice calluses on those fingers.
Yeah. Well, it's it's a lifestyle thing. I don't make $1 million a year, but I love what I do, and I think that's the main thing.
And it comes across in your music too, particularly we've seen live and we've listened to the CD as well. It does come through in your music, so that's something you can be proud of, that you are sort of letting it out there. You're having fun as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's right.
Now, on this latest the CD we have here, Real Country, we've got we're featuring some duets there with Tara Naismith. So how long have you been working alongside with Tara, or is it just something that you've decided to do in the last couple of years?
Yeah, I've known Tara for quite a few years, and we've done the odd festival together and that sort of thing. And she came to me wanting to do an album actually. So I've got the recording studio down here in Kurri, and I produced her album about 2 years ago, which came up very well. She's a great singer, and but while she was looking for songs for her album, we had a look at a couple of old ones of mine, and she ended up picking out two of them, and one of them was the Do You Want to Dance, and I said, it's been suggested that this could be done as a duet, what do you think? And she said, thought it was a good idea, so we tried it out, and it ended up being a very nice duet, yeah.
It works very well.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Now, do you have any insight and stories about a gentleman by the name of Greg Bing?
Greg Bing? Yeah, well, I know Greg Bing. He's from Wagga, isn't he?
We were talking.
I grew up in Wagga Wagga. That's my hometown.
So he said we were talking. Something came up, and your name came up during an interview last week with Greg, because Greg's got an album out of songs that he's been writing for 20 years.
Yeah.
And he said you have to ask Rob about his early days singing around Wagga.
Yeah, well, that's where I learnt the trade. Yeah. My first garage band was like 14 years old. Back in the mid-70s, I suppose. And I went through many different things, some theatre productions down there. I ended up moving to Sydney with a band called the Australian Blues Brothers Show Band, which was a bit of fun doing the old rhythm and blues stuff. But soon enough, ended up back as about a year or two later, ended up back as a solo artist, working around Sydney in the pubs and that sort of things, doing the sing-along songs, which on and off has been they helped me through my 30-year career, I suppose. And but yeah, Wagga was a great place to grow up in the trade.
Now the northern coast there of central coast there of New South Wales is really taken off in the last few years as being almost a mecca for country music artists to be around.
Yeah, sure. I'm in the Hunter Valley, which is about an hour north of the Central Coast, and but I still obviously work up and down the coast all over the place. And Yeah, there's so many. A lot of them are moving to the Central Coast too, to be part of this scene that's going on. I moved up to the Hunter from Wollongong about 12 years ago, and it's been the best move of my life so far, I think, because it was a hard slog working working as a country musician around Wollongong, and I don't know why exactly, but I think it just seems to be the country music scene up around the Hunter and Central Coast is just thriving. You know, even in the pubs you can play country music all night and no one sort of complains or. Yeah, it's funny down in Wollongong and that sort of area. I don't know why, but half the pubs they really don't understand country music at all.
Well, when you say that, our show here, we feature country, comedy and crossover, and we sort of found that a little bit with your show. You do your country music. Now, one song that really, really stood out, we're going to actually feature that one as our next song from Rob Wilson, The Devil Went Down to Centrelink. Oh, that was a classic. I'm sitting there listening to you and I'm thinking, is he saying what I think he's saying? So how'd you come up with this one?
Well, I didn't come up with it, actually, to tell the truth. And I did give him credit on the album cover, Kelvin Nolan, who actually lives up, I think, Caboolture Way, up in Queensland. Did the original version of this Devil Went Down to Centrelink. It was Devil Went Down to CES when he wrote it, and he put it on an album many years ago. But I did a lot of work with Kelvin and around this area, and when he was off doing other things, I said, "Do you mind if I still do this song? Because it goes over so well." And he says, "Go for it. You know, if you want to record it, I'm not sure you want to go down that path because recording comedy songs can come back at you." But anyway, it took about 6 or 7 years to finally get around to recording it properly, and I love it. It's great.
Yeah, well, we love it too, and we're glad that you have recorded it. So thanks, Tim. Tell to all the guys and everybody.
So Kel's done a terrific job putting that together, and a great bit of... and obviously you'll know whether people have seen Rob Wilson before if they come up and say, "Can you do that Centrelink song?"
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we're going to move along. We thank you for your time tonight, Rob. We're going to go out with The Devil Went Down to Centrelink. And where can people get hold of Real Country, the Rob Wilson album?
Oh, good. Thanks, Yast. I've got a website. It's just www.robwilson.biz, B-I-Z. Or you can just Google Rob Wilson and you'll find my website. And through there you can order it online and I'll send one out to you.
Fantastic. There it is. Support Australian music wherever you can. Rob Wilson, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. See you later.